Okay, welcome to the deep dive. Today we're tackling something pretty big, maybe even paradoxical. It's the idea of nothingness in philosophy. How do you even explore what isn't? It sounds, well, empty. But our mission is to see how thinkers have actually used this concept and why it's surprisingly full of meaning.
It really is. Thinking about nothingness, it forces you to question existence itself, right? It pushes you past just the stuff you can see and touch, asking you to consider absence and what that means for how you see everything.
That's a really interesting way to frame it. So let's dive in. Where did Western philosophy start with this? Were they always a bit hesitant about nothing?
Oh, definitely hesitant. More like outright dismissive, historically speaking. You've got Parmenides, the ancient Greek guy.
Right, what is.
Exactly. What is, what is not, is not. For him, you couldn't even think about nothing without contradicting yourself, because if you're thinking about it, it must be something in your mind, right?
So a logical impossibility.
Pretty much. And that idea, it really stuck around. Even Aristotle later on talked about how nature abhorred a vacuum. Like, true emptiness just couldn't exist.
Okay, so the West sort of built its philosophical house on solid ground, basically ignoring the void. But then you look elsewhere and, well, Eastern thought seems to run in a totally different direction with this.
A completely different direction. It's fascinating. While the West was saying it can't be, Eastern philosophies were exploring emptiness quite deeply. Take Buddhism and Śūnyatā, often translated as emptiness.
But not like just a blank space.
No, not like Parmenides' void. It's more about the idea that nothing has a fixed, independent, unchanging self. Everything exists because of other things. It's all interconnected and temporary. So things are empty of that standalone essence. It's about interconnection, not non-existence.
That's a profound shift. And didn't some traditions like Taoism actually see this emptiness as like useful?
Absolutely. Taoism gives us that fantastic image from the Tao Te Ching.
The pot, right?
Yes. We shape clay into a pot, but it is the emptiness inside that holds whatever we want.
I love that.
It flips our usual focus, doesn't it? It says the potential, the usefulness, it's in the space, the nothing part. It's kind of a challenge to our constant need to fill things up. Maybe the space between is where the magic happens.
Okay, so emptiness as potential. That feels quite radical compared to the early Western view. But then fast forward quite a bit, and some Western thinkers, the existentialists, they started engaging with nothingness too, didn't they? But maybe more, personally.
They did, yeah. Martin Heidegger, for instance, he argued that nothingness isn't just an abstract idea, it's fundamental to being human.
How so?
He thought that it's when you confront nothing, maybe through anxiety, that feeling of meaninglessness or facing your own mortality, that's when you become truly aware of your own existence. Nothingness sort of highlights being. It makes you realize, oh, I am here.
Wow, so it's the contrast that gives meaning. And Jean-Paul Sartre, he picked up on this too, connecting it to freedom.
Precisely. For Sartre, nothingness is the source of your freedom. Think about it. A rock just is. It's fixed. But you, as a person, you can imagine things that aren't. You can picture a different future, choose a different path.
Because you can conceive of what is not.
Exactly. That ability to envision absence, to dream, to choose, that's what makes you free to define yourself. It's not predetermined. It's powerful, but also, a bit daunting.
It definitely is.
Yeah.
This whole exploration seems to lead back to that huge, almost primal question, the one Leibniz asked.
Why is there something rather than nothing? It's maybe the ultimate metaphysical question. If nothingness seems, simpler, more likely even.
Yeah.
Why all this? It makes you realize that existence itself, the universe, consciousness, it's not just a given, kind of extraordinary, something that maybe needs explaining.
So wrapping this up, thinking about nothingness isn't necessarily about despair or finding everything meaningless. It seems like it's actually a gateway to understanding existence more deeply, seeing potential, seeing freedom.
Exactly. It challenges you to look beyond the surface. And maybe a final thought for you listening. How does thinking about nothing shift your perspective on the universe, on your choices, on what's possible? What might that open up for you?